More ganks, the better, because you want to play off of aggressive trades there and then open up some space for him.
Well, New York City, put your hands together. Jensen is at threat of being tower dove. That point and click CC will follow. Helisan gets caught up by the dredge line. He's burning. He's chunked out. He's bailed out. The Berserker's running for his life. Cloud9 get first blood in New York.
Oh, the Nautilus! Biggest positives for them. As you can see, they're even a little bit ahead in gold because of the CS differences.
I think that Cloud9 made a really smart choice here. They know that they are stronger at this point in the game, as they should be. Even with the small CS discrepancy being built up in mid lane, it's still not a fight that Fnatic want to take. So immediately Fnatic go for the cross map. They trade for Drakes because they know that their win condition is later on into the game. And the best way Fnatic is happy.
And we have about another minute of that kind of game of tag going on. Sven goes for the dive.
Dredge line will tag. Bullet time. Throw everything at him. Wonder almost escaped. But the ignite tick tick boom. Sven gets another.
Another one. It's Sven with all the kills in the whole game, in the whole tournament of the group stages of Worlds. Sven has every kill.
What a great quick stat from Kobe. Crucially, though, the bottom lane tower, Fnatic continue to siege it up. Hilly's doing his best to deal with the Rift Herald. It's a race for first tower. That Cloud9 should pick up here. Is being chunked down, and Cloud9 gets our first blood.
And this was the best play that Cloud9 could.
Spamming the question mark frog emote at everyone who shows up in his lane. It's always funny to see, too, the guessing game. Trying to play that mental game. Are they a dodge backwards type of player, or are they just a move forward type of player? Getting that mental edge. Number 2. This one is not, of course, as highly prized as the previous ones, but the extra 200 gold was also added to Rift Herald number 2 here to make it a little bit more enticing. And in exchange, Fnatic did finally get over that last little bit of damage under the box.
Jensen's hunting Humanoid. He throws down the Sunders. How cheeky is that? Conquering shifting sands, plus the use of the flash. Humanoid's got the Sand Soldiers up, but there's so much threat. The Arctic Assault from Blabber gets revenge instantaneously.
A big shutdown for Cloud9 as they get a kill onto Humanoid. And they're able to relieve a little bit of that pressure.
Able to get that ultimate off here, as Fnatic will, in the aftermath, pick up this dragon. Because you've got the Anathema's chains on Razork, and Wonder is so tanky with so much armor already, even with a almost full channeled Misfortune ultimate, those tanks kind of shrugged off the damage. Fnatic very happy with how beefy they've gotten.
Exactly where he wants to be as Fnatic continue to pressure this mid tier 2.
There's the engage with that Nature's Cross. Look at the multi-angles, the zone control. Cloud9 can do naught when so many ultimates are thrown across their lane.
Fnatic can basically cover your...
For tanking that Baron, and so you can see C9 investing a lot more time to making sure they have vision control, as Fudge is now in danger.
Fudge this time around getting caught out. Will sidestep the Forge God. Upsets, got the green gun, flashes for the kill. Fudge has been trying to apply pressure, but has not necessarily unlocked the advantages that Cloud9 were hoping for with the commitment up top. Jensen will at least get the tower down bottom, and Fnatic will be happy with that for now.
Yeah, big pickup.
Little damage to Razork there, and you can see the problem that Jensen has to face right now. All 5 members of Fnatic have arrived.
3, 2, 1 second for Fudge. Does he TP instantly? Yes, he does. Inside the pit. Nature's Grasp is thrown down. Glacial Prison does catch out Wonder. Now Fudge is inside. What more can he do? Sven is the target and retreat. Run! Evacuate! Cloud9 are trying to get away as Razork jumps onto Berserker. Fnatic fully commit. The Emperor's Divine cuts off Cloud9's retreat, but Berserker's doing so much damage. He's already taken down Razork. Hilly's low, Humanoid's low, and Jensen's hunting. That's a golden Hilly-Sang. New York, are you not entertained as Jensen finds Hilly-Sang? Humanoid gets one more back, and Jensen looks for the double kill.
Cloud9 with the scramble. Fudge also lives, running up towards the top side, but can he get out? He's not able to get the channel off. Upset is going to close the doors.
Fudge is going to get eaten alive. White, blue stepping forward. Gale Force flamethrower. Riposte buys some time, but Upset is just hunting. Final shot secured. Upset on a killing spree. 3-0-3, and we are still
inside the team. Grouping up on Baron, though. As you said, but earlier, that thing will melt.
Oh my god, Humanoid just picked up the death cap.
Double TPs, one coming in from blue buff. Jensen arrives. Humanoid is a little late to the pod. No flash available to him. Nature's
5K.
Grasp will at least root and slow people down. These are zoning ultimates as best as they can. Baron secured by Fnatic. Dredgeline catches onto Razork, and the bullet time flies across Fnatic, but there's not enough damage. They're just too tanky. Fnatic on the hunt once again, but remember, when Cloud9 scatter, Fnatic on the left. There is a pin's opportunity, but Cloud9 are down 3,000 gold. This is for Mountain Soul. This could be the final nail in the coffin. Jensen being tagged. Look at the damage from that sapling already. Mountain Drake to 8,000. Fudge can hop over that wall if he wants. Flash available to him. Dragon is now being focused, being chunked. The engage is thrown out as Berserker gets a near full channel on the bullet time. Jensen is popped! That's already a double kill coming out of Upset. Turns his attention to Sven, and Humanoid picks that one up. Two members of Cloud9 reeling. The Mountain Soul secured, and Fnatic are in command of the...
Now with the Mountain Soul, Fnatic inside the base.
The Pool 1 seed, the Summer Champions of the LCS in Cloud9 falling in the first game. There's two members standing. Berserkers just spawned. 8 seconds for Fudge, but the Nexus totem melted. They're shredded. They're destroyed. And Humanoid does one last Emperor's Divide for the show. The Nexus is focused down, and Fnatic turn their attention. They're not done yet. Kill them all as Fnatic win the first game of groups. World 20.
When this guy is in the lineup at Worlds, he has the highest forward percentage of any player here. And that is our percentage of time spent across the halfway point. No matter what the matchup is, he's always looking for the aggressive here. Already with this yes lead, coming to try and punish Flacken. Kellen looking around, see if they can actually find the angle. G2 have to be a little bit careful. They do have flashes still available.
Jankos, though, he's pathing back towards the bot side of the map. He knows that Canyon could be up to something shady, and he is.
Fight! 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 Smoke screen, and the root connects to the Tiger Mask. Heal and flash still available to him, both used. Not going to be up just yet. One more step forward. Dum will be able to pick up the kill, but that's Kellen rooted out of the tower. Jankos with red buff helps out Flacken. It's a 1-for-1.
Counter kill.
D ratio. G2, on the other hand, they're one of 3 teams at Worlds with a negative goal difference at 14 minutes. The Rift Herald has spawned.
It's a party.
Set up, and the engage comes from Broken Blade. The flag and drag comes out, and the encore whiffs. No music for G2, and they're forced to run. Fantastic Forge God call from Broken Blade, but the scoop, the dupe, the dunk, Darwin Kia destroy G2.
Showmaker, playmaker, my goodness, with the Unseer sweep right behind G2. They wipe. Warding it up.
Oh, Jankos doesn't know.
Kellen, Zenith Blade killing up those wards. Oh, that's beautiful! Everybody jumps on Jankos. And now I start to get nervous. What was that time window, Kobe, for how quickly Damwon took down G2 a few years ago? 19 minutes! And that's what Damwon may want to chase again.
Oh my goodness, they sped it up. An early lead there. The Seraphine might be able to provide some, but with the giant gold lead here for Damwon, it becomes very hard for G2 to actually play that map and get that set up. You're constantly going to have to deal with this Camille pressure on side lanes. Look at Nugger, he just worked through so many turret plates by himself, constantly forcing Broken Blade out of lane.
Now, I want to put a number to this G2 setup. I mentioned a little bit earlier, percent win ratio when behind at 14 winning the game. I think while those odds are respectable, quote unquote, they are way lower this time, right? And
likely going to contest, and it's a situation that G2 now is forced to stall. But you look at how their comp ideally wanted to play out. They wanted to leverage their strong 2v2 in the bot side of the map. They wanted to bring this Caitlyn and Lux around the map. They wanted to basically keep them alive with the Seraphine and the front line that they have. And they don't have access to any of that, which means...
Can they get the 5-on-5 setup?
I found the bounty, I found the fire, the Infernal
They're going
Dragon.
to pick him off.
That's the damage. 4 Infernals and an Infernal Soul. That's what G2 are looking for. They're going to start this Dragon off. But the engage tools from Damwon are immense. Kellen wants to be killing, stepping forward, holding onto that Solar Flare, flashing Ignite available. A couple of pings onto Nugger, he's making his way up. Damwon are cutting off the escape routes. They're cutting off the engage. There's the Solar Flare. It's dodged away from for now, but Broken Blade is being burned down. The beat drop is going to find the roots as the Encore is still available. Call of the Forge God flies out before Broken Blade goes down, and Canyon is gifted the Drake. Now G2 are running for their lives. Zenith Blade finds Jankos, he flags, he drags the final spark and dash of life as Flacken and Targamas are jumped on down by Nuggery. He's got one, and Showmaker gets one on the backside. Caps drop the last man standing. Damwon, ace, G2.
The patience from Damwon is flawless once again. They killed off Broken Blade without ever...
Nuggery will be able to use the Hextech Ultimatum. He gets jumped on. The Dragon Strike and Demacian Standard. Cataclysm locks him inside, and Yankos is gone. Nuggery stays alive, Yankos does too. Kellen cannot get enraged for the Zenith Blade. The Encore's used. Everything used for one kill at the concession of Baron Nashor.
Maybe if that laser had sniped it as well, we'd be in there for the big comeback.
Disengage, and you'll see Canyon now going to be sent off to solo that objective. Or actually, they're actually looking for a fight right here.
Smoke screen. End of the line comes out. Collateral damage was used too. Call the Forge God comes out. That's a kill.
Wait a second.
Kellen. Cannon so low, but Nuggery's alive. Nuggery throws down the baby cage. Jumps onto Targamas, hops on the wall, turns to Broken Blade, and the flash gets him to safety. But Showmaker on the back line doing so much damage.
Oh, the root doesn't kill Yankos. Caps is keeping everyone alive on G2 with that dive. G2 get some kills for themselves. Can they go contest Dragon as well? Yankos has Smite. He has Flash.
They might be too late. They might be too late. Dragon's burning down. Dragon's going low. Dragon's still alive. It's going to get secured by Damwon. The soul picked up. And imagine if there wasn't a 14,000 goal difference. G2 Esports on the verge of a 4-game losing streak. They're getting smashed today like they were in the finals.
It's too much to handle. Damwon, though they back off the inhibitor, they will retreat to the Baron and claim what is theirs.
They're going to make the sensible choice of just guaranteeing the victory. They don't want to be overzealous, even with their gold lead. A game that feels like there is no way you could lose. They're not going to take the risk. They will secure that objective.
Some Broken Blade step forward. The bottom lane gets chipped and poked. The middle is about to fall. And it feels like at any moment, Damwon could find the pick that will open up the nexus in the game. The third and final inhibitor falls.
And Damwon just have to play it slow. Time is another ally for Damwon right now. Super minions will be flooding down here to help up with the Baron siege.
G2, they're on their last legs. Their backs are literally against the wall right now as Damwon commit, and here comes the engage.
Here's the Cataclysm, Ace in the hole. Everything is blocked by the Hourglass. Flacket is chunked out, but not yet killed. Nuggery finally does with the precision protocol as the rest of the team are melted and destroyed. Damwon dominates G2 from a team fight in the early game to push through. And they take the head-to-head 5-4. Damwon win their first game of World.
Going for the Akali. This is I'm not going to say a disrespectful pick, but it's not an easy one to play in this matchup. Victor can be hyper oppressive in the 1v1, and Mission, he is very comfortable on the champion, so is now just a flat 13-second cooldown as we see Huhi going in once again.
Advantage toss forward. Huhi's now looking for a bit more. Finds it. That's Koala below 200. Flash for Flash. Shun! First blood onto 100 Thieves. Huhi's taken down. He followed it up after being engaged on, and now FP is in trouble. Call for reinforcements. Gemini's trying to find the second kill for the Flying Oysters, and Koala steps forward. Ferromancy crashed down. A kill traded back and forth. At least FBI is on the board.
The first and second blood oyster right here. Bottom lane just destroyed.
Darge is going to be using his mobility to access that backline himself. Both teams are posturing 5 versus 5 on the map. The Herald, the objective.
He pulls the trigger. He pulls the trigger. 100 Thieves. They're on the Herald.
Look at Koala. Keep your eyes
Flying
on the
Elsters,
Rel.
stepping forward. Magnet Storm followed up by the Killer Instinct and closes Simpack with the Glacial Prison. Does so much to dissuade the engage. It's 100 Thieves that get the kills. Abadagas 5-point strike. Manages to get it and steps back away. The engage was...
Transition over to Dragon as closer comes to check.
The window now the 100 Thieves have is the Herald in top lane. You can see that Someday does have the push. There's nothing that's going to get in his way if he wants to use it with the Divine Sunderer completed as well. Is he actually going to look to proxy this? No, he's just going to trade.
We'll take it while that is down. They don't have to threat.
That was just beautiful. Closer is going to be able to help out.
Wait a minute!
But it turned around! How did that turn around? The gravity field stunned them! The gravity field stunned them!
The gravity field locked Abadage in place, and they're not done just yet.
Yo, we need a... Right now, Koala steps forward. Ferromancy into the Magnet Storm. Closer can throw out the prison and Pete put rest in place, but FBI is jumped on by Gemini. So for 1 kill to 100 Thieves, here comes Abadagi. It's traded for FBI, who steals the make array, and the Gemini will be able to use the Heartbreaker and pick up that misfortune. Closes down next. Someday and Huhi join up with Abadagi. Rest will pull back. It's a 2,000 gold lead, and the fight goes the way of the Oysters.
The first seed from the PCS has come to play and silence this crowd. What a phenomenal performance from them in the early game. You talked about how domestically they were known for building gold leads. Well, Quickshot, they already find themselves with a 2.2k gold lead.
It's not done just yet. It's now Mission's the target. He's 1, 2, 3 members strong. Gravity field comes up. The riposte is going to deny the stun, and at least 100 Thieves get that kill back. The game is not out of 100 Thieves' hands, but it is starting to fall apart around them.
Exactly. Look at especially the Kaisa. Shun is so fed. This is...
Participation has utilized the champion that he is most well known for out of the PCS to near perfection. And this will be an uncontested Herald, Kobe.
Yeah, certainly will. 100 Thieves, no business fighting that one. You lose so much ground when you lose the mid tower that early on. Allows Flying Oyster. You can see these wards, they're already starting to get in around the objectives as 100 Thieves trying to play the other side. 3-person dive again.
Flash and World Ender available. That's both of them used. Dashing, dodging, ducking, diving. Riposte plus 1 more lunge does it. Mission completes the teleport, throws a Chaos Storm forward. Closer, Huhi, and...
They're going to be forced to just give this one up. You can see blue pings coming down on the bot lane tower. They have their eyes set on an objective that they can look to trade it for, but they don't have information as to where 100 Thieves are right.
Clean up how they close games out, and for 100 Thieves, their team composition can still fight back. They just cannot fall further behind. Because when you start getting hit with that wallet, it gets so much harder. This looks to be another kill. Rest is thrown down the ultimate, but 2 members of 100 Thieves jumping, flashing forward. The stun comes out. Gemini arrives. He's not going to be able to find the route just yet. The Someday will get killed. And Koala won't find one. 1-for-1 trades.
Ooh, Someday commits.
There's all of that vision from 100 Thieves cleared out. Flying Oyster, thank you from our observers. The engage comes out from Koala and Shun. That's a dead Huhi. Curse of the Sad Mummy not available. And the Hulu Theatre Madison Square Garden has been turned into a library as the LCS fans, 100 Thieves, are being bullied, beaten and bashed around the rift. The dragon is up, it's been started, it's uncontested.
Great use of those control wards by CFO. 3 control wards, they just black out the map around Baron, waiting in the side brush, and immediately they jump on that hope for 100 Thieves. They take out the Amumu, then they take out that pot.
On a potential Baron.
Right now, the pace of the game is being dictated by the Flying Oyster. And 100 Thieves will once again find themselves a pick. Now, this is great. This is exactly what the 100 Thieves need. And their composition is by no means at a point that at 3K, they cannot claw it back. It's important. Stop conceding gold. Stop conceding
Teleporting
gold.
in.
Do not concede this Baron. Don't let it get stolen. You are the Thieves.
Huhi's looking for a flank opportunity, but he won't be able to find it. Will be spotted out by Mission. Abadage hang on the flank, the engage from closer.
Oh, the double block was great, but it doesn't set up the kill. Abadage forced to run for his life now. Baron's been interrupted. Rest is trying to end 100 Thieves' world. There is too much damage, too much chase, and Flying Oyster kill 100 Thieves.
A triple kill for Shun. That is 100 Thieves wiped off the map, and that will be the Baron secured for the Flying Oysters.
Shun is legendary!
As a roster, I think expectations were high, especially when you look at that top side of the map. Going up against the PCS, a region that over the last few years internationally has not looked great, especially during the group stages of World, to come in with this level of performance, to be winning out straight up in the 2 vs.
They're about to spawn, and once again, they've done a very good job with the fundamentals. Sweep clean all the vision here for 100 Thieves. Make them face check into you, into your massive advantage.
Oh,
This is melting.
Baron steal hope.
Hope. Is it going to happen? Back away. Flying Oysters have been disciplined most of this game. They have not overextended.
Look at the base.
Consistently, super minions are inside the base. Betty, you called it right.
CFO, they know that they have a pressure point in the bot lane. They know that their top wave is pushing as well. CFO are just playing the map.
100 Thieves in another do-or-die situation. The pressure cannot be higher. 2,000 hit points into the pit. It's stolen. LCS steals the Baron. But is it enough to steal the game? Shun and Gemini are chasing inside the mist. And just like that, is down. Abadagi gets at least one back. Rest is continuing the chase. Sean manages to find another. Flying Oysters are inside the base. 100 Thieves steal Baron, but CFO secure the game.
It's 10 kills for Shun and a Nexus in their eyes. CFO will come out swinging in Game 1 at Worlds.
Formulai! Flying Oysters dominate, destroy, and decimate 100 Thieves.
Well played, Flying Oyster, my goodness.
JDG have to be careful for. If you're walking up as an Aphelios into a GP ult, into a Victor ult, there's so much damage control that they have. JDG a little bit more single target damage focused in terms of engage, right? Sejuani ult hits into a hook, need to be very careful. The carry baiting a little bit here. Vulcan's probably saying I can knock this. If the Inspire dashes over this wall, he's in trouble. He needs to be really careful.
Hook gonna connect over the top. Can they read him like a book? Vulcan running for his life, but an easy first blood for JDG. Get back on the opposite side, see what the options are, what they can do with that jungle information that they do have. Open missing early on, with the range advantage they have, should be able to poke a lot, but of course, Tahm Kench a very difficult champion to get out of lane, and especially past the first level. Now the exhaust coming down, hold that thought. Hope backing up, so much damage coming out from this Varus. 3 stacks is, oh my god! The 2v2 versus the LPL. The
G-Bar and Jojo Pyun just poking him out with the E there. Kanavi's around and Missing's around to try to get this mid wave in, try to escort him towards this Dragon Pit so they can contest, but by the time they get in here, it's gone. 2v2 bots for EG, Dragon for EG.
Pretty proactive and peeking in the enemy jungle, trying to get that information. We even just saw Kanavi
coming down. GP ult going through, Ignite taking Vulcan now in trouble. White Guns coming out. This is not the fight they were looking for. All those spells burned, but still it's JDG who find the kill. Wave now collapsing. Thresh trying to back. They have to hold on. Your Inspired flashing forward. Auto attacks coming in. Missing still hits the hook. Red, white, but can they fight? That is the question. Cowrie still standing strong. Hope getting low. The snipe. He gets the double.
It's Kaori on this Varus 3-0 right now. Jojo
Flash in. Jojo, I don't think he's ready for this one. Play backwards, gonna look for the hook, but he gets stunned first. Jojo, where's he gonna go? Clean flash out, but a flash back from Nagao, and that's gonna be the kill in the mid lane.
Not much Jojo can do there. There's no real outplay.
JDG looking to collapse on Inspired. Inspired definitely deep in enemy territory. They're gonna know he's there now. Red, white again. Hope walking forward. That's a lot of damage. Hex flash over the wall. Missing, getting so much value out of Hex flash. Just a poster child for him. But the Fury firing back. The Forest damage is ludicrous, but not enough to finish the job. And there's fights on the top side. Vulcan taken down. Still looking for more. Fishing for more. 369 and Kanavi are monsters.
JDG trying to use there, and they see Graves bot. Here comes the dive. Impact using the ult on the wave to try to slow it down.
Good heads up play, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. Just a little over 3 plates remaining. Whole team now going Impact. Clean flash out, gonna try to survive for as long as humanly possible, but he should still fall in the end, or should he? Impact walking away, trying to make it out. There's just no way. Impact, stun coming in, the slow to make sure that this happens. Kanavi grabbing the kill, the tower will fall to the Herald. Kanavi and 369.
Cross map comes in from EG there. I'm a bit surprised that Jojo didn't TP into the Fen there, but maybe
you're going to have to fight them. We hit for EG, that their composition. GP and Victor especially just love when champions have to walk into them, hitting things like the gravity field and the barrels down. So I think EG actually, again, doing an amazing job, because they definitely came in as underdogs.
Scoop him up, knock him down. There's no ultimate yet on Kanavi. Yes, there is. Looking to take down Jojo. Jojo cut down, dash out.
Bot lane mid, because then Victor's vulnerable. And if their bot lane's not mid, they can't control the map, so they have to keep cross-mapping and trading. We'll see if they can find someone on his bot side. A lot of damage onto Hope, but he's going to escape the Varus ult, and now this top tier 2 is gone. EG need to get this bot tower, but Yagao's on the way.
Trading back and forth. Yao's the crown ready
to cover this wave. Will EG walk up? 369 is ready with the ultimate. Herald will crash, the tower won't die. 10 seconds on the dragon. EG look like they're giving up mid-wave. They could lose a tier 2 here, but JDG need to fight this dragon as well.
Kanavi fishing, 369 fishing, will not find a target. The ult goes a little bit wide, but they're being zoned away from mid. They're giving up their mid lane tower so far for nothing. Just hoping to find a single fight on their turn, but JDG, slow, diligent. They are playing patient into this. Now it's EG who are split. Jojo Pyun coming in from the side. Impact zoned away from the fight. Ultimate available. Maybe they can get something done here. 3.5k, getting lower and lower. Hook gonna go in it, connects on the Vulcan, not an ideal target, but now the fight breaks out. It's Impact on the flank. What can he get done? It's a big barrel, but it's not nearly enough. They will take the dragon, however. Yagao, though, knocking Impact into the rest of the team. But Impact, more than happy to make that work. Evil Genius is finding the angle. They finally find the fight, and they make it work.
And Soul Point was enough. up. You force him into all these AoE tools. Jojo doing so much damage. The cannon barrage layered on top. And now getting themselves on soul point.
This was a 5-4-1, and EG got the dragon. And credit to Impact. We talked so much about front to back, about finding into the GP, but apparently the GP can come in on Fog of War. He's a flanking GP. He makes it work.
Midwave contest here, 1 minute 30 seconds on the Dragon is a timer that you want your champions to be out on the map, but they're gonna engage.
Cage now coming out, trying to burn down a single target, but here comes the Devour. They're shutting it down. GP all coming in, TP now coming in, inspired on the backside. Cowrie still standing strong. They managed to find one, but now it's the resets coming in for the Viego. And this is big, but he's taking the top catch, now getting pushed away by Yagao. Cowrie standing strong, Cowrie no! Getting knocked down, JDG, the confidence to take the fight. One Devour is not enough. JDG find it. EG
Honestly, might even be able to finish this in time to get the resets off.
Yep.
With Dragon approaching in 40 seconds.
They're gonna have 5 Baron Brows, so let's look to spot them out, but not in the tri-bush. Engage comes in, ult misses.
Ult going wide is big. Kanavi off to the side. They need to turn and burn if they want to make this fight.
Oh, you go!
Going golden, but it might not matter. JDG still standing strong in the front line. Aphelios untouched on the back. They're shredding through EG. Impact hasn't even joined the fight yet. Hope is throwing down so much damage. Yagao as well. Kanavi now looking for the cleanup. It is absolute destruction in EG's side of the map. But now Impact flashing over the wall, trying to take down Missing, trying to get something back in exchange, but it is a long, slow goodbye for the top laner of EG as Kanavi looks for the chase.
Kanavi and Yagao, the best mid jungle we had in the LPL, challenging the best mid
He
jungle.
was on mid lane, clearing out a wave, thinking he could look for a flank, so what JDG do is they just commit 5v4 towards this bot side. On up against the Baron buff, JDG, only 20 seconds left on this Baron. Bot tier 2 is going to fall, the Azir tower prevents any kind of flanks or engage. Impact.
Nice job of being reserved, but 369 not done with Impact just yet. Doesn't have his ulti up, so I'm not sure if he can find this.
I don't know if either of these guys can kill each other. Oh, with an Ignite he can, though. Burning him down. Impact running. Pirate with gun versus Boar Lady. Oh, Boar Lady takes it. 369. Finding the solo kill.
Won't lose their inhibitor for this.
I really love the way JDG's playing this, though, because 369 having that ulti up now, and like we said, EG, I mean, you have
Be careful of the teamfight ace. They have to be careful of JDG just taking the fight.
369 running forward. Ulti now coming out. Going to connect on the Vulcan. A bit of extra poke. The hook from Missing. Not going to connect. Vulcan flashing out to safety. Such a tense stance. Again, a single mistake could turn this all against EG. 369 stepping forward. EG maybe looking for the pick, looking for the angle. Yagao over the wall. They're split for a brief moment. But meanwhile, Aphelios is in the mid lane. He's got his eyes on the prize. He wants the Nexus, not the Baron.
And this is where the dance will end unless they can find an engage. Vulcan looks for it. No flash, though.
Vulcan fishing. Yagao still untouched for now. The Crown of the Shattered Queen disabled by the GP ult. 369 coming over the wall. Vulcan getting shredded, and now the resets can start to come
He's
through
gonna
from
die.
Kanavi, but they're trying to get the kill. 369 taken down. Yagao goes under the ult. Completely whiffs. Cowrie untouched on the backside. TP now coming in. EG maybe, just maybe can get the fight, but Kanavi. Big! Oh, baby! It's a 200 years moment. That ult from Aphelios was everything.
Hope has arrived and he just demolished the carries of Evil Geniuses. It looked good initially when 369 fell and both the carries flash Yagao's engage, but Hope shows up.
Hope, first time on the international stage, able to make such an impact. JDG overall, huge team fight.
Massive for the side of JDG that continued to find windows, engage after engage, even in the face of the Tom Kench. EG were close in the early to mid game, but mid to late, JDG taking over, taking their first win on the world stage.
And once they get it, the itemization, right, to just catch up on gold leads if they're behind. So T1 need to focus really heavily on this top side. The Yuumi can facilitate that, but I feel like EDG are going to play for these bot dives.
Yeah, and it's just been stock and standard EDG, how they played all split. It's how they took down.
The jungler will start to walk up, clear out some of this vision. We could have a fight on our hands here.
Viper standing back. Has to be careful here. Faker now looking for the collapse. Scout coming down as well. Kali ulti up and available. Owner fishing for the kick. And advantage. Viper now stepping forward. JJ now going in, looking to lock down Gumayushi, but the flash stops it. Ulti comes out as well, but not really connecting on anybody from Mako. Mako now being pulled back. Ignite now taking Faker, looking to finish up some kills. Faker looking to find Mako, getting pushed back. Scout keeping him alive. The objective, can they take it? That's one for the side of T1. But the stacks are there. Faker now, triple Faker. Everything on him. Guma still standing strong. The flash forward. The absolute confidence. He gets one. Can he get two? Faker now standing forward. They can't finish Guma. It's massive for the side of T1. The Dragon still standing. Scout now walking away. TP now coming in. Pure just returning to the top lane. It is a mess on the bottom side. Scout still in the area, but T1 will finally take the Cloud Train.
And we see T1 playing for those outplays, playing that game of inches. Exactly what you said, Casual. Faker going.
T1 posturing, poising, looking to contest this in the top side river. EDG going back to mid wave.
Backing away. Tense exchange there. Neither side going to burn any major cooldowns, just walking away from each other. Now trying to get mid-wave control. Big thing here for the Sivers, she kind of weathered the early game storm of the Kalista. Much better wave clear at this stage of the game. Viper not able to finish a Runaan's yet, so pretty slow overall in taking that mid-wave.
Yeah, no mythic for Faker, no mythic for Viper. Two crucial items for both of these carries. Deus.
Rocket Belt just picked up.
Rocket Belt just picked up. Faker coming out of base. T1 need to slow this down, wait for Faker to arrive. Gumayushi's a bit split, but Deus has a lot of confidence here.
Hard forcing, are they willing to commit for the 50-50? It's a big risk.
What?
Honor just walks in and takes it. It's so casual. Now Viper's in trouble. Viper's been locked down. They've got the Ornn, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough. Instantly Honor to the backside, looking, fishing for a kick. He will not find it. ADG running for their lives, getting cut down. The Yuumi empowering the carries. Faker with the double. EDG falling apart as T1 take the Herald. They take the fight. Vondra's running for the hill. Scout desperate to get something back, but just knocking him right back into his teammate. What are you doing? T1 monsters in the exchange.
And the Herald comes out, the owner stole. He's going to get the mid-tier one. Is Faker going to take that Eon to Scout? No, he is not. Are they going to look for a tier 2 as well? The T1 meat grind with this Yuumi paying dividends with these mobility carries.
It's so great, and getting to see Faker be the one taking advantage of what Keria has to offer, the most decorated.
JJ looking to steal this one back from Owner. Can he get it?
Time to see if he can get it to 50-50. Are they going to push? He gets kicked out of the pit. They want to finish it. And Owner, this man doesn't miss. He pulls it back over the wall. Where's the fall? They take down the jungler. JJ going to back away now. Zeus so strong in the 1v1, leaving him isolated. One more stack. He's trying to finish it. He leaves back over the wall. The bailout not bailing in.
Here comes Faker.
The day, baby. Mako taken down. T1 see their window of opportunity. They take it. They take the drink. They take another fight. There's nothing left on the map for EDG. This is a slaughter. One scale in this game anymore. Faker, Zeus getting onto your back line. Odessa, as you can see them grouping up as 5. They know if they pull back. Owner now pushing for the kick. That's going to be the hostile takeover. How much is it going to do? Ornn going in, but it's not hitting nearly as many targets as they need to. JJ now going to get taken down. Zeus finding the reset, finding the healing circle. Mako now going to get taken down. The bailout again is going to be useless. Faker fishing for Viper. He's going to take him down. Vondra. Oh, it's just like the laning phase, but this time so much worse. T1 and Faker dominating.
It's the solo lane. Faker might be in trouble though. He's going to get taken down by Scout. A little bit of revenge there for EDG. A consolation prize despite losing 4 members. Scout standing tall, but they're going to lose this bot tier 1. It's Zeus and Faker just running through EDG right now.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter that EDG do have all these A pushed in, try and get some semblance of control in topside jungle so they can start making play for the Baron.
Collapsing onto Zeus. 4 members here trying to take down the top laner of T1. Surely he falls. Knocked down, shut down for EDG. Baron up, TP coming out. EDG
Oh, wow.
instantly pull the trigger. They know this is their window of opportunity. They may concede mid for it, but they have to get it done. But Owner, already 2 smites this game. He has been clean. He has been undeniable in these objectives. Will he find another?
EDG have the Ren, they have the Kalista, they're stacking them up. It's a 4v5 for T1. Faker is alive. Gumayushi, Owner, and Keria. Can they do it?
Should be impossible. They managed to make it work. It's so close in the exchange, but EDG will take the Baron. Faker onto the backside trying to finish off Scout. Faker, can he get it done? He goes in. He takes down Scout. That's going to be 1. Owner waiting over the wall. T1. Guma now running. They're split. They've been knocked down. They might just be knocked out. TP coming in from Faker for the triple for Guma.
The 4v5, they pulled it off. Faker got incredibly low at the start and they didn't manage to get the steal, but EDG were like fish in a barrel in that Baron pit.
T1 once again just have the number of their old rivals completely stomping EDG.
Are they going to look for the end here? 10 seconds on Scout. We're 22 minutes into the game. This is the world champions. T1 are on to the Nexus Towers.
T1 tearing through the Nexus. Eyes on the prize, give them no quarter, take everything from EDG. Viper making out, fighting back, they're looking to get it done.
Oh my
but
God.
Nexus will fall. 22-minute victory. T1 unleashed on the international stage.
What is this T1 team? The second they got a lead, they just didn't let it go. And my
Second one is, I just touched on the Singe flip, the Poppy W. That's even an Azir ult as well. They have so many knockbacks. We have to keep track of how RNG's top jungle can actually get on top of the carries.
Peanut's gonna get something back, but they're just gonna continue to force here.
Wave
Doran
stacks.
not gonna get the time to do anything.
Here they come. Dive inbound. 3 versus 1.
Doran, what are you gonna do? Stun coming out, you can't do anything. They're just gonna point and click you down. Oh, it's effortless. It's a clean dive for RNG.
and this orange
Pulled up as well. bot side for Rule in the hands, not really a fast-pushing duo. Of course, Synth Poison actually burns through the wave pretty quickly, so they might be able to get some pressure, maybe a single plate back or two on the bottom side. In the meantime, though, RNG uncontested on this Herald.
And Gala being here makes me wonder if they're just going to full swap. He's hovering back towards mid now, but they're going to lose a lot of creep spot. They're going to lose a dragon as well for this, so I feel like this could have been a play that they played a little bit better, where they actually just push bot lane, have Gala go back there in the first place, then move towards mid and secure the Herald with that numbers advantage. But Chovy
locked out.
Oh, and the CC chain is beautiful. Flawlessly timed from Gala, Ming, and Xiaohu to lock him down.
Like you said, just the coordinate.
now that they can assume that he is towards the top side. So RNG have so much agency now in the fact that Breed will get a base off. He's not under threat. Four-man bot side, they get a dragon and bot vision. Look at the vision on the bot side. Raptors, red, Krugs, everything is warded. And they have a Herald too, so I think RNG can just work with mid and bot push, constantly threaten these plays, and eventually Herald down a tower.
Lands with the cleanse, courtesy of the Summoner Spellbook, will not get caught out there, but that is the Drake over to the side of RNG. And they still have darkness.
Ruler.
Oh my god, audience. He's got out!
He's dead.
Oh, the cheers! It should have warned him, but he couldn't hear it through all the white noise. Lehens now moving forward, getting pulled back. The Singe so incredibly obnoxious, way now running for his heels. Peanut, that's a clean flash in. The knock-up, the damage, the follow-up. Lehens will find the kill with the poison. The lock-in coming in from Gallo on the backside. Big burst damage coming in from the combo. Enough to finish the job, and Gallo will grab a kill. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Chovy versus Xiao, who will 1v1. Chovy now chasing for the kill.
Flash available. Doesn't look like he wants to use it.
No more gap close, doesn't have the try to dive, Breathe.
Lehens coming in, now grounded, gonna throw him back in, not quite gonna hit through. He's leaning over, now he's looking for the 1v1 with Ruler. Ruler running. The snare, where's it going to go? Lehens chasing him down, the Singe feels like an inevitability. Breathe just slowly but surely getting burned down, but no!
What the?
Wait, what?
How does he get one back? The patience to hold the leap strike.
Yeah, so huge coming up for Breathe. The fact that he made that happen, this is why RNG are so happy to give him this Jax.
And he even flashed into the bloody wall. He didn't escape. He misplayed it, but still managed to find the kill. Gala's fighting Peanut here.
Gallo leaping away, Chovy! Massive shutdown, 500 gold into his back pocket. Everything for the Azir.
And that could be the difference maker. Chovy with some gold, Chovy with some items. He will outrange everyone on the side of RNG and be able to put up huge DPS later on if Genji...
Breathe pretty strong, but no sums available to him. Waiting for the pullback to ensure that they can knock him into the wall. That's the chain CC. TP now coming in immediately. Genji know that it's time to get out. They do not overcommit to the play. Doran gonna ult for the extra movement speed. Xiaohu coming in now. They're gonna look for the knockback, but it whiffs! Peanut whiffs completely, and now Doran is a dead man walking. Breathe will grab another kill.
RNG, they commit the TPs and they find the play. It finally gives them an opening to use this Rift Herald. We see Chovy doesn't commit for the full turret on bot side, does stop the
Real
TP.
huge threat of an engage, just Xiaohu. That's the only person they need to track. Lehens no flash, Ruler no flash. If he lands on those two in a fight, they will be absolutely blown up by RNG with the Graves ult follow-up, the Jax diving in the Leona ult. Battle lines are drawn. Genji going through mid, RNG on the bot side of this fight. What can Chovy get done? Does he go in? Does he play for front to back? How does Doran navigate through this fight as Xiaohu is looking?
Tension.
This could be huge.
Look up Chovy and a flank on the backside, but Chovy still managed to get out. No, Chovy taken down. Gala's massive. It's all about Gala. It's all about the chakrams. Genji running for the hills. Gala says not today. Pushes them away, forces them back, and will take the Inferno.
And now RNG on Soul Point. They're going to be able to make their way towards mid, push this in, potentially even look towards a Baron. Such a long death timer on Chovy.
They're running towards the top side of the river. I think you might be right. Xiaohu does have TP up. It just came off the spellbook cooldown, so they're going to force this Baron. It's on Doran, Peanut, and Chovy to contest this. Ming is low. Not much to work with, though. No ultimates. Peanut's on the bot side of the map. This is gone.
This is the perfect guns for Felios. They just shred through this. They got 380 threats just banging on this Baron. It's going to get knocked down. RNG in complete control. The
question is, do they look to this full-on dive here? They're giving up mid-wave. They're just sending 5 members top here. Genji matching. Lehens on the way.
Now moving in, Peanut trying to find a bit of an engage here, just a bit of poke now traded back. Doran on the retreat, Xiaohu going back in. Peanut now locked out, locked down. Big Aphelios assault on the backside, but no follow-up quite yet. RNG finding one so far, traded back on the opposite side. Support for jungle in the end.
So 1-for-1.
Honestly, RNG, I think, not able to find the fight they want, right? Genji under their turret, Genji able to use those safety.
Comes forwards and they can start to push through. Doran might be caught here, needs to be careful.
Oh! Out, ulti coming in, maybe enough healing. Do they have enough damage to finish him off? He has so much armor. The damage from Lissandra, the only real threat, but no, they're gonna finish him. Way taking him down. The Thrall coming through as well. Genji Forced to back away, they have to be ready to contest, but Breathe already on the flank.
It's a 4v5 for a Soul. It looks as good as done here if RNG just waits for Breathe to TP back in and threaten Gen G if they decide to walk up. Can Peanut sacrifice himself to steal it? Will RNG even let him?
Moonlight Vigil goes wide, Ming getting chunked down, getting lower and lower. That's Infernal Soul, and now they can take the fight to follow, but instead RNG backing away, knowing they've already been chunked Gallo. They can't afford to walk into that Aphelios turret. They're going to take so much damage if they do. Hands losing a third of his HP just for walking in. RNG now on the retreat. They walk away with the major objective. It is nigh impossible.
Picked up, he was sitting on a lot of gold. This is Gen G's one window to force Baron. I think they know he based. I think they know that the RNG was stalling for this spike. This is their only window back into the game.
An incredible read, but will it pay off? Gallo running forward, the Baron getting lower and lower. 5K, 4K, waiting over the wall. Here comes Xiao.
Whoa!
Leaping in, looking at one-shot ruler, goes golden, stops out from disengaging. Chovy waiting over the wall. The Sand Soldiers, how much work can they do? Chovy looking to be the difference maker. Xiao now taken down, but no, Gallo! Monster damage from the Graves and the Aphelios. RNG slaughter Gen G in the fight.
Xiaohu bought so much time, but the second Wayne Gala were able to join up so much AoE damage coming out from Wayne Gala's ultimates, and this might just be over.
There's the 3-item spike that RNG was waiting for. That's why there was 1 to 2 minutes downtime, and Gala made a hell of an arrival. Instantly destroys Gen G, and they might just end it here.
And despite an inconsistent playing stage, RNG coming out with an incredible showing in Game 1 versus Gen G. Chovy doing what he can to hold the line, but it will not be enough. RNG taking their first win of the group stage.
Like you said, they